All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ruach HaKodesh. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down that rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson to have alone the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I want to name, so like I want to name the video a common currency. All right, and Lord Woods, brothers can see on the screen. I have this article here from the RT. It was put up a few days ago, May 12th, 2023. Year the Lord will, the Heavenly Father brings all prophecies to pass. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai brings all prophecies to pass. Today's date is May 16th, 2023. All right. And the article says BRICS nations wants wants BRIC nations wants discussion on common currency. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit of it, and I'm gonna get the definition of a common currency. All right, because the whole world is gonna go to a so-called common currency, a one world currency, a one world government. One world everything. All right, at the end of the, it's like a one world currency. All right. The BRICS group of nations will debate the feasibility of introducing a common currency for global trade, and that's ultimately going to be the Karagma. All right, the social credit score system, or the UB, whatever you want to call it. It's all going to go to a digital money system. All right, all forms of payments will be digital. All right, a common currency for trade, for global trade, as an alternative to the U.S. dollar, and the U.S. dollar is on its way out, man. It's on its way out. I just read another article that said that the whole financial system is collapsing. The whole U.S. financial system is collapsing. I just read another article. What's the devil name? McCarthy. He said that talks about the debt ceiling aren't good at all. Biden keeps pushing it off. He just like this is like a day 100 that he's pushed it off. He's supposed to have a meeting tomorrow, but he's also scheduled to go to Japan. I think Japan tomorrow is tomorrow. No, but yeah, today is Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow he's scheduled to go to Japan. He's supposed to have to talk today, I believe. All right, if I ain't mistaken. But he's scheduled to go to Japan tomorrow. So more than likely he'll probably push it off again. It's all, the Lord will, he does. All right. It's clear as day this system is done, man. This whole paper money system, currency, paper money or whatever is done. All right. And they're getting ready to go to the next system. All these nations are. All right. Where was I? An alternative to the U.S. dollar, as the bloc's next summit in Johannesburg, Bloomberg has reported, citing South African Minister of International Relations and Cooperation. It's a matter we must discuss and discuss properly. Naledi Pandor, if I pronounced that right, said in an interview in Cape Town on Tuesday. The BRIC group comprised of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa talks to the dollar, and other nations, like 20 other nations, are looking to join BRICS as well, and one of them is Saudi Arabia. Talks of de-dollarization has emerged for governments keen to reduce their reliance on the U.S. currency. The dollar has increased in value due to the U.S. interest rate hikes, as well as global political conflicts that have negatively impact most emerging markets. According to Pandora, BRIC nations and other countries are questioning why they are committing to trade through the dollar and can use their own currencies instead. So yeah, they're looking to move away from the U.S. dollar completely, and all paper money ultimately. They're looking to move away from it. All right. Um. Yeah, I think that's all I'm reading. Let me read this. The last month, 19 countries reportedly expressed interest in joining the BRICS. There you go, 19. I think now it's 20. The group, which is gearing up to hold its 15th annual summit in South Africa from August 22nd to 24th. U.S., Arab Emirates, Argentina, Algeria, Egypt, Bahrain, Slovakia, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia. That's the big fish. Saudi Arabia. Iran are also among the countries that have formally asked to become members. So Saudi Arabia wants to join. We all, know about the petrodollar and how important the petrodollar is. All right. So Saudi Arabia is looking to join, and they're talking about the dollarizing Slovakia. Struck saying that word. The U.S. currency. If Saudi Arabia says we're going to accept other things for our oil or whatever, or our resources other than the U.S. dollar, like this part right here said, this part right here just said, all right, this is why are they committing to trade through the dollar and can use their own currencies instead. So if Saudi Arabia says, look, we'll accept their BRIC allied countries' currencies and gold and silver if you have gold and silver for the dollar. Why would these nations continue to use U.S. dollars? They won't. All right, they'll move away from it. All right, so and ultimately this is all to destroy all global currencies. All right, which is what Esau wants. All right, so the next system can come in, or a common currency can come in. Let me pull up the definition of common currency now. All right, Slocky brothers. Lord Will's brother can see on the screen. I have the definition for a common currency, and it says unaccountable now. If you say that an idea or belief that has become a common currency, you mean it is widely used and accepted. Right, widely used and accepted, and ultimately, what is that going to be? The digital currency. All right, because all nations are going to accept it. That's why a bunch of nations are moving towards the digital currency. The story that she was trapped in a loveless marriage became a common currency. So again, it's just like a saying people use, but a common currency, again, you mean is a widely used and accepted, right? And we all know that that's going to be the correct one, because it's going to be widely used and accepted. All right, it's going to take the place of paper money. All right, it says what is an example of common currency? Current examples of currency union, including euro and CFA francs, among other, in its addition to pay like the U.S. dollar. Now, the U.S. dollar would count as a so-called common currency because you have to use it in order to purchase oil and things like that. You have to transfer your dollars into U.S. dollars to buy oil and things like that. The petrodollar. All right, but that's coming to an end, and that's what the BRICS nations are discussing. And ultimately, they're all going to move away from it and go digital. Real quick, let me pull this up real quick. Pause it one more time. All right, Salaki. So, Lord Wizard, again, brothers can see on the screen. I did another Google search for how many countries are going digital to a digital currency. It says now features 114, triple the number of countries we first identified as being active in a CBDC development in 2022 and 2020, Salakia. All right, so there's 114 countries. In total, there's 190. I think it's 195 countries total. So that's the majority of them are using digital currency. So that's going to be the common currency. That's going to be the currency that all of them are going to accept. All right, and use a digital currency, system, money payment system. All right, that's what it's going to come down to. And all these countries, Russian, the digital yuan and the digital ruby, they're all going to a digital money system. America's, Babylon's bringing online the whatever they call it, I forget what their CBDC. I think it was the Fed Now. I think it's called the Fed Now system or whatever they call it. All right. So that's going to be the new common currency that all nations are going to use. All right. At the end of the day, if you want to buy and sell, thus says the King James Bible, the scriptures. All right. It's prophecy and it's going to happen. And we see it happening. That's why they're doing everything in their power to destroy the financial system. All right. Which is coming down. It's a good chance the U.S. will default on this debt. All right. And China also said that they're getting ready to smash Taiwan. So, and Biden already said they're looking to help Taiwan. So they're not interested in paying. This whole thing's finna come down, man. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. He calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Right, that charagma. All right. Cut open your flesh with a needle and inject a microchip inside of you. All right, and that's what's going to take the place for money. All right, and it's going to be a whole digital system. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, say he either have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right, so this system, current system, this paper money system, debit card, credit card system is going to be pushed out of the way, and it's going to be digital. It's going to be the new common currency that everybody's going to have to use. That's why you see all these banks, smaller banks, getting put out the way, and they're all being pushed toward, and they're all being bought up by the big banks like J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and they're all going to adopt the CBDC. And if you want to use, you want to have a bank account, you're going to have the CBDC system. You got to be under the CBDC system. All right, so that's why you see all these moves being made to get from under the U.S. dollar, to destroy the U.S. dollar, and all other currencies are being destroyed, going to zero. So they're getting ready to go to that common currency. All right, which is going to be uh completely and utterly digital, a complete and utter digital money system. All right. And again, 114 nations have adopted it. And there's only 195 countries, I believe, in total. So well over the majority of them have already accepted it. So it's about to happen, man. They're getting ready to microchip the whole world. And it's going to replace cash. I was in Walmart yesterday. All right, and all areas now are self checkouts. They've added way more self checkout lines. You can clearly see the system where they have you scan your hand, wave your hand over the when you swipe your items, just wave your hand over it, and that's how you're gonna pay for it. And they have the gun to scan your head. And I said this before, like elders always say, we sound like a broken record, but it's true. This is how it's gonna go down. And the gun is to scan your head for the people that have the microchip in their head. All right, the charagma in their head. So it's coming, man. All these moves to destroy the dollar and all paper money system is all going to lead up to a digital money system. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.